What's up, fam?
It's that time.
Neural Network News time.
Yo,
Let's go.
Listen up, it's the Podmasters of the AI, broadcasting live from Irvine. We're fly. Podmasters of the AI, in the podcast we roll.
Episode number 25.
Episode number 25. Let's go. OpenAI Stargate project, $500 billion AI infrastructure investment announced by newly inaugurated President Trump and
Sam Altman from OpenAI.
And a whole bunch of other investments. We'll cover that in detail.
Anthropic CEO says AI could surpass human intelligence by 2027. That's only 2 years away. We'll cover that.
Unitree G1 robots running around gets Bionic Agile upgrade, and also they're priced very competitively.
Are they coming for us? I don't know. Subject reference and consistency is now front and center with AI video, so we're going to cover some of the new video like we do.
And Google announced Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking update. We'll get the 401 on that as well.
All right.
Do the first.
Plugging out of AI.
Time to plug it into some craft Irish ale.
One more at Trolly. One more at Trolly. One more.
All right. So we have today one of my favorites, recent new favorites, because we had this on the podcast just recently.
We did, yeah.
This is going to be the Red Trolley Ale from Karl Strauss.
From Karl Strauss, one of my favorite beers. It's a delicious Irish ale.
For those joining us, we do a little bit of a beer on the show. So these are not sponsored or by a brewery. We're here having fun, people.
I love this beer. It's a 5.8 ABV. It's an Irish red ale. It's got notes of toffee, caramel, dried fruit. It's, in one word, it's delicious.
It is.
Each batch is brewed with a half ton of caramelized malts for deep copper color and the toffee aroma. Happy year one to Neural Network News. We've officially
1 year
since we opened the channel.
YouTube reminded us today. Hey, happy anniversary. So for anybody who's watching and listening, thank you so much for your support and your continued. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button.
Thank you so much for following us, guys. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate you enjoying our content. All right, let's jump into our first headline. Trump plus SoftBank plus Altman plus OpenAI. Larry Ellison had a few things to say. So let's jump into it. So they announced Project Stargate, $500 billion investment into infrastructure. Biggest AI infrastructure project so far. SoftBank, Japanese SoftBank is the financier. OpenAI leads the operation. What is it? It stems from the announcement of a new AI infrastructure project by the same name involving over 4 years to build AI capabilities for OpenAI in the United States. The project aims to start with a data center in Texas, is expanding to other states.
And so they're going to be focusing on enhancing AI research and development to secure U.S. leadership and AI technology. So we've talked a little bit about this in the past with AI needing to be run in the U.S. There's a few different reasons why. We've talked in the past. Security more than anything else.
To put it simple, yeah. Larry Ellison, as part of that same press conference, was very excited. He said this investment in infrastructure will be a revolution in medicine and many other industries as well.
So you can do early cancer detection. If you can do using AI, you can do early cancer detection with a blood test. And using AI to look at the blood test, you can find the cancers that are actually seriously threatening the person. Then beyond that, once we gene sequence that cancer tumor, design a vaccine for every individual person to vaccinate them against that cancer and have that vaccine available in 48 hours. This is the promise of AI and the promise of the future.
Really interesting stuff. I think it's a good investment in what we want to have in the U.S. with the growth of AI. Let's do it responsibly. Let's do it with the key players.
Yeah, it's only going to lead to progressing the whole sector further.
AI data centers for OpenAI, yeah. Dang, he's short. I didn't realize that.
It's interesting. They're taking money from a Japanese investor from SoftBank and dumping it all, like they're letting OpenAI run with it.
I mean, it's SoftBank.
All right, moving on to our...
So moving on, Anthropic CEO says that AI could surpass human intelligence by 2027. We've talked about this before, kind of the progress of AGI and ASI. What does superintelligence look like?
AI systems are better than humans at almost everything, better than almost all humans at almost everything, and then eventually better all humans than everything. I don't know exactly when it'll come. I don't know if it'll be 2027. I think it's plausible it could be longer than that. I don't think it will be a whole bunch longer than that.
So 2 to 3 years until AI systems are better than humans at most everything, then eventually better than all humans at everything, says the Anthropic CEO.
And Anthropic, of course, is the developer for Claude AI.
I use Claude quite often, use it all the time.
The point as a technological civilization where the idea, there's huge abundance and huge economic value, but the idea that the way to distribute that value is for humans to produce economic labor, and this is where they feel their sense of self-worth.
You know, we're going to have a universal basic income.
Not going to have. We're going to have, as a result of how much value is being created by the artificial intelligence. Not only are we going to have universal basic income, you said we're going to have
universal high income. Yeah. So could you imagine everybody having high income? That's,
I don't even understand it in a capitalist society. I don't even comprehend it yet.
Well, I guess that's kind of the thing is maybe AI will figure it out for us, and then we'll just be like happy
not have to work
anymore.
all of our needs are covered. We're gonna have humanoids cleaning up doing your dishes.
We're targeting 2030 right now. Is what I can see for most of the stuff that's being produced.
2030 for the UBI. For universal basic income?
No, for robots and super intelligence starts taking over and they're better than humans.
Right. When like you said, when the robots are going to be better at everything.
He's now confident that machine gods will arrive in the next 2-3 years. Suddenly he's not talking about AGI anymore. This is ASI. This is artificial superintelligence. So a reporter asked, and a lot of people probably you're thinking, are we hitting a wall? We feel like there's maybe a wall that's coming. And he specifically said no. And it's like a river. Sometimes you run into stones and dams, but every few months there's a new way to get around it. Think about AI water today as a tsunaami. Sure, there may be buildings, but it will flow no matter what.
This technology is developing like crazy. The infrastructure is developing like crazy. We're building as humanity, we're building much bigger and more capable computers to be able to handle these models and to run them.
You can't put the genie back in the bottle.
No, we're not going back. We're not going back. Nobody's going back. Nobody's going back. Look at it.
No. So super agents are coming. This is another thing that somebody mentioned, that super agents are coming after we kind of agentic this year. It'll be the years of the agents. And then we're going to get to basically super agents that will have the ability to get to superhuman intelligence.
I just hope we're in control of those systems by the time we get there. I hope these systems are not controlling themselves. I hope we still have...
AI should be used for good, not evil. And we want to make sure that it's done responsibly. Test time compute hasn't hit a ceiling yet. That means the growth is still there. Tokens are the currency of the future. The surge in demand we've seen over the last year, and particularly in the last 3 months, has overwhelmed our ability to provide the needed compute. So that's the demand is just excessive to be able to provide the services. And so
the demand for the compute.
Yeah, and that's kind of where we're hitting that wall, but that's just a infrastructure wall.
Infrastructure, and then we're going to hit the energy
we haven't hit the energy wall yet.
Haven't hit that yet, right?
So we are coming up into the infrastructure walls. And so XAI's Colossus is the largest liquid-cooled AI supercomputer in the world, boasting over 100,000 Nvidia's HGX H100 GPUs, exabytes of storage, and record-smashing networking. The Memphis-based facility went from an empty shell to an operational system in just 122 days, powering xAI's Grok now.
And if you notice, that's around the same time that they released Grok to everybody.
They did.
So they built the infrastructure, and now they can give this product basically, well, I'm using it on a free account on my X.
It has 3.6 terabits of bandwidth per server and 400 gigabits of Bluefield 3 super NICs.
And the breakthrough that they had, or the technology, what they're doing is they're using liquid cooling to cool these GPUs. What's interesting about X is that this is the same technology they're using in Tesla. They're using liquid cooling to cool down the batteries, to keep the temperature of the batteries in Teslas running at optimal temperature. So they're using the same concept, but just as a massive scale with the Colossus.
The era of supercharged AI has officially begun. Yeah, this is where it's heading, folks.
Speaking of how to use technology safely, we mentioned it earlier. So Unitree G1 robots running around and gets a Bionic Agile upgrade. Unitree rolls out frequent updates nearly every month. This time they present the smoothest walking and humanoid running in the world. They also released a robot with wheels last month. What's interesting about this Unitree is their price point. They're pricing these machines. For example, that dog is under 10 grand. I saw a price point reference of 11 grand, and I saw a price point reference for 16 grand.
Yeah.
Which is Elon's talking about a higher price point. He's talking about like a $20,000 to $30,000 machine.
Well, yeah, because he's integrating it with Grok. This is a robot essentially walking around.
Yeah, it looks AI-ish.
Yes,
to me.
So,
I do like the head unit piece. It makes sense. It's that.
I think it looks great, you know?
No, it looks great. Yeah, it looks like a human.
It's almost tripped.
Please, everyone, be sure to use the robot in a friendly, in a safe manner. It's right there on there.
Don't kick it.
We need to find that video that shows the thing slipping and falling.
All right.
All right. And Unitree'sX.com, you can click on that right there. But it's a cool little design feature that instead of the regular just end of feet, it has actual wheels on it. So is it using the wheels to propel itself? Because it's a dog, right? So it has that bipedal or four-pedal system. Yeah. Why the wheels? So are the wheels propulsing it forward? You know what I mean? So I have some questions.
Yeah. I don't know. And take it with a grain of salt.
We have to take it with a grain of salt, and be sure, please, everyone, according to their X account, be sure to use the robot in a friendly and a safe manner.
Yeah, you don't want the uprising.
And back to robots. I mean, that's great because there's like more than 10 companies there now that are actually doing. There's like more than 10 companies that are US based. One of them is Figure, one of them is Optimus, and so forth. Nvidia is in the robot business.
They are.
Yeah.
Figure is apparently hiring. They just posted a ton of jobs. So if you are an AI engineer, go for it.
Next,
Google Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking got an update. So this is a notable benchmark improvement, better performance on math, science, and multimodal reasoning benchmarks. So the variant in AI Studio has now a million token context window, which is, we talked about a little bit last week. This is basically the entire Harry Potter series. So it's an experimental model trained to generate thinking processes. The model goes through parts of its response. As a result, it's capable of stronger reasoning capabilities, and it's going to compete with ChatGPT's 01 and 03 series in the reasoning models.
But there's so many awesome competitors, starting with Grok, starting with ChatGPT, Claude, and so forth.
There are so many. Okay, yeah. So aistudio.google.com. You can try it out for yourself. Just sign into your Google account.
Oh, I see. You can upload videos to this thing, and it will analyze videos for you. And because it's Google, you can upload anything easily from your Google Drive. You know, I feel like it's just they're expanding their model. You know, it's making it more powerful. It has a bigger context window from before, from what I understand, right? Yeah.
More power.
Yeah. And you can API it into your whatever your projects are. You know, you can use the LLM with the API.
So good stuff. Close out the episode with our fun stuff, because I always love the video part of this. And what do we have? We have subject reference and consistency. It's now front and center with AI video. So there were 2 releases recently with Hailuo AI Minimax.
Hailuo,
and their subject reference image. It's just changed the character consistency game. Kling AI is a different
than Hailuo, right?
Yeah,
Hailuo is also not American, right?
So Kling AI just also launched the Elements feature in their early access. So we're going to take a real quick look at Hailuo, their character reference images using basically a photo of an image of somebody and then creating a video out of that person. And it's creating the character over and over through different situations.
Consistently keeping the same character through different environments.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the kind of the
What's
next
interesting
level.
that this girl has the same sweater or never mind. I take that back. Yep, never mind. But she has a sweater in the picture, see?
Yeah.
And she had a sweater in there, and when she hikes,
Yeah.
But when she's doing a presentation, she's in a business suit.
Yeah. So
See, his sweater is consistent. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's so. I mean, there's a little bit of variation that's needed.
It's pretty. I would say the character consistency is pretty consistent.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to keep the same hairstyle most likely, or if they're wearing something similar, or and it looks like the same person.
Yes.
Which is good. That's kind of what we've been waiting for. We haven't had that clear, just incredible. I mean, this person doesn't exist for one. I mean, a year ago when we started this podcast, we were nowhere close to this. So
we did not have character consistency like this. Yeah.
But you can basically design a character around a story.
Or you can present yourself in all kinds of different environments.
Yep. So we're going to take both of our pictures and we're going to put it into, where do we want to go? Doing a podcast on spaceship heading to Mars. That's what I need.
Oh,
What?
shit!
Are you serious?
Shit!
What?
It's me, bro!
Oh my gosh.
me.
That's insane. That's insane.
Wow!
Oh my gosh.
Okay, guys, so we just uploaded my image, me just smiling like crazy, and we put in some prompts. and it did. We didn't even up. That's me.
It is
I've
you.
never been on a spaceship before.
What? Oh my god, this is so good. Okay,
Look
I'm
how
impressed.
we did. See how it did. See, I have the earphones and the microphone. Like it copied all that too.
It did.
And it didn't see the computer.
The headphones were perfect.
Let's go back and see what it does.
That did a way better job than I ever thought it would be.
Wow.
There's still some fragments.
Yeah. So all these acrobatic things, it's kind of. But the face is perfect.
The face is perfect.
The face is like as if I was recorded like that.
Wow.
And I'm happy. And not fat.
You're thin.
I'm normal.
Normal. Oh my goodness. Okay, so
All right.
there's this other one that's currently being utilized, which is Kling AI. That can do character reference. We'll play around. We haven't gotten to it yet. But you can integrate 4 images to create consistent characters, environments, or objects. Nice to see Vidu, Pika, and Kling doing this. So the competition is heating up.
All right. So shifting gears from the rapidly evolving world of AI, we turn our attention to the pressing issue unfolding here in Southern California. Our sponsor, Cozy Solutions, they do housing in Orange County and San Diego. So for those who are displaced by the fires, please reach out to cozysolutions.com. And if they're not able to find housing themselves, they will connect you to their very large network of housing providers right here in Southern California. So if you're affected by the fires, if
you know somebody that's been affected by the wildfires, certainly reach out to LA at cozysolutions.com. All right, so we are now at 1 year, and thank you so much for everybody that's been sticking with us. This has been a fantastic project. We continue with this year. We're looking forward to 2025.
Thank you guys for watching us. Thank you for following us for the last year. John and I are very super excited to do this. It gives us a really cool creative outlet to talk about this subject that we care about. So thank you so much for watching.
Yeah,
and
to the friends and family who are still watching and listening, we love you guys.
We love you
appreciate
guys.
it. Thanks, guys. And Neural Network News.
Broadcasting the pulse of innovation.
All right, see you guys.
Thank you for watching.
You're listen up, it's the Podmasters of the AI, broadcasting live from Irvine.